morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. That's right. Saturday, beautiful people. The weekend's here. Yay. I don't know if that means as much as it once did, but hopefully I'll put a little spin on that this morning. Kind of make it as if we were, Monday through Friday, leave the house kind of people. We're going to pretend for a little bit. But first, our reading. I think today's the 4th. To be powerless is to be empowered. Jerry K. Empowerment. What a powerful word. What a scary idea. Some days we can't get out of the driver's seat. We feel frustrated and helpless. Other days we find it easy to admit we're powerless and we instantly feel ourselves becoming more powerful. We find we can make decisions in our lives. We can do it. But we can't do it alone. This life of recovery is a we proposition. We need to involve other recovering people in our lives. We need to become acquainted with a higher power. Together, we will be able to make good decisions and be directed to do His will, the next right thing. The challenge is to learn we can't change other people, places, and things. But we can play an important role in life's plan if we open ourselves up to the guidance and love of the recovering community and of our higher power. Today, help me trust in my higher power and open myself up to the we of my fellow recovering friends. Wow, I guess we can't do it alone. Is that what that's saying? I think that's what that's saying. I think all recovery... that's a blanket statement. I think most recovery methods would say we can't do it alone. I think that's even more powerful and necessary right now. That's probably why everybody's actively trying to reach out and do stuff, and pages and, Facebook pages and Zoom calls so that we can all stay connected. It's good stuff. Okay, so you've been working hard all week. You've either been at home working or you're frontline working. You're putting a lot of effort in. I'm giving you crazy homework, like drink your water, do your step 4 homework with me at night. Gosh only knows what I'll keep coming up with, so I might be making you work really hard otherwise. To be determined. So because it's the weekend, I want to switch gears a little, and your homework / we'll call it play work for the weekend is going to be to do something just for you. I want you to reward yourself and be kind to yourself. So here's what I'm going to do to give you some examples. I am planning on attending a Zoom meeting this afternoon, and it's not a formal meeting. What it is it's everybody that can get on the call that was on my Asia trip. So I'm reconnecting with some people. Now, mind you, I've been in what I call like a lockdown of my own, where I have the do not disturb button on my phone most of the day because I'm trying to work on my schoolwork. And maybe if this was a Zoom call with people I see every week regularly or whatever, I might skip it. But this is a treat because I haven't seen these folks. So that's something I'm doing for me. Golfing tomorrow is another thing that's on the plan that I'm doing for me. It'll get me out of the house and walking, so I'll be taking care of some self-care stuff. But again, it'll get me away from the computer screen. I'm only on, air quotes, vacation for another 48 hours. So I got to keep trudging along on school and the things I need to get done before I'm sitting in front of that computer screen for my fun other job. So a couple ideas that I had. I think rewards should kind of make you feel good on the inside, make you smile. So maybe it's something like a bubble bath, lock yourself in the bathroom for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever that looks like. I'm not going to promote sugar, like I'm bad. I bought a couple Caramello bars this week, I'll be honest, but it's been like a week and a half since I had any before. But I'm a believer that sugar's it's an addiction on the horizon if it hasn't already been formally diagnosed. It does the same kind of stuff that gambling does or alcohol does as far as impacting the brain. So I'm not going to promote that, but if having a piece of chocolate is your treat for the weekend, I think we can get past that. Maybe it's cooking your favorite meal, or if you don't like to cook, order out from one of your favorite places. I know I have not ordered out yet, actually. Oh, I'm lying. We left the golf course and I bought a hamburger, a very expensive hamburger that it was just okay. It wasn't worth what I paid for it. But the other part of doing something for ourselves sometimes is paying it forward, and it felt good to support the local guy. What else do I have for ideas? Oh, get some flowers. I'm not just saying this because I'm in the industry, and there's a lot of farmers, struggling down in South America, and I only know firsthand South America, some of the strain that it's put on. I'm sure they're struggling everywhere. I just read a really sad article about the dairy farmers because the restaurants are closed down. If I understand this right, if the restaurants are closed down, it's one of the places that the milk supply chain would go to, and the logistics of the farm aren't set up to get to the grocery store. So it's like a really ironic situation that you go in the grocery store as a consumer and you're getting rationed, but yet the dairy farmer's in the background and they're throwing away gallons and gallons of milk because there's not the trucks and the reefer, the reefer trucks and the pipeline to the supply chain, to get the product to us. So again, one of those invisible problems, I guess, things that I know I didn't think about before all this, or some of the things in the background, but I know about the South American farmers. They went from, I've been to the farms in Colombia, and you're working elbow to elbow, weeding and pruning, and it's real hard labor. And because of the 6-foot rule, they can't do that. So they're split in shifts and trying to be creative, but in some of these countries, I mean, these are they're not $1 million an hour jobs by any means, and the people really, really count on being on the farms and doing their jobs. So buy flowers, or if you can't buy flowers, maybe you don't have extra money to go do that. Maybe you go for a walk, and if you're somewhere warm, you might have flowers that are already blooming. Go out and look for flowers. Do a little treasure hunt of flowers. And if you're somewhere chilly, like the Northeast, I know that I saw one crocus bulb so far pop up, a little white flower. And I remember it just sticking out of the ground the other day, the first time I walked by it, and then it had a little bloom the next time. So maybe go on a treasure hunt looking for the first signs of spring, as long as you're not somewhere that's under snow, I guess. So those are my couple ideas, beautiful people. I hope that you really do find some reward time and some fun time. Treat yourself today. And I will be back tonight. I'm sorry you still have to do your step 4 homework. You're joining me tonight. I think we're working on the positives a little more detailed tonight. So, all right, have a good day. Talk to you later.